You remember that song by Bill Withers, Lean on Me? You know how it goes. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Well, anyway, that was a song on the radio today. I got news about my cousin. I was at home by myself, had the radio turned up kind of loud, and I guess I was trying to sing, and the phone rang. Hello, I said, and no one answered. Hello, I said a bit louder, and this voice started screaming, he's dead. They killed Bebe. And the whole world starts spinning, me trying to sit before I fall, this voice echoing through my soul. They killed Bebe, and Bill is on the radio singing, call me when you need a friend. See, Bebe was my cousin, Cedric, about the same age as my youngest brother, Tony, and he was dead. The first of my generation to go out like that. Now, he wasn't the last and he wasn't the youngest. He just got to be the first. Bebe was a father at 16, used to run the streets. Well, we all ran the streets, but he knew how to laugh at himself. And you got to know how to laugh at yourself if you hope to survive those St. Louis streets. So I go home for the funeral. And the boy who killed my cousin is already out of jail. So me and mine start talking like it's time to go play, you know. It's time to go play judge, time to go play jury. It's time to go play executioner. And that's when it hits me. This is what it's all about, letting your emotion drive you to the edge of sanity, holding on so tight and so long to the madness that it eats you from the inside. And it builds and it builds and then blam, you can't help but go off like a gun. And somewhere another child sits staring at the door she don't know will never open. And somewhere another mama sits cradling the phone she knows will never ring. And somewhere a whole community, a whole family is changed again forever. And that is not how I want to make it to the other side. So I start trying real hard not to let other people push my buttons and make me do things. But sometimes I still get so mad I can't see straight. And then that song will pop into the back of my head. And sometimes I pick up the phone and I push the little star button. I say, hello, you know, I'm talking to the other side. I say, I miss you, baby. I say, I miss you, Stevie. God, I miss JoJo. See, Joe was only 14 when they shot him in the head. I say, I miss you, and I will never forget you, and thanks for listening, and I wish I could return the favor. I'll talk to you again real soon. Just keep watching my back. Peace. Now, the whole time, it's a crazy song. See, it never stops playing in the back of my head. I'm right up the road, and I'll share your load. If you just call me. See, I remember that song now because that's Bebe's song. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hasan Davis, and just like you, I am a hope dealer. I believe that every child in America deserves to be engaged, empowered, and provided a clear path to success in education, career, and community life. But every day in America, you and I know that thousands of young people fall off their trajectory to greatness and fall into systems a lot like ours. And you become the last line, the last possibility of getting them back on track to those dreams. I had the opportunity for 6 years to lead the Kentucky Department of Juvenile Justice. And as the leader of juvenile justice, I took a personal privilege every new Academy of Youth Care Workers to go and visit on the first week and spend a couple of hours explaining to them how important their role, your role is in returning these children to their next greatest possibility. But before I was Commissioner of Juvenile Justice, before I was Vice Chair of the Federal Advisory Committee on Juvenile Justice for the United States and Territories, before I was a graduate of UK Law School, or before I was a graduate of Berea College, I was a lot like the young people you serve. From a broken home where I walked in on my father attacking my mother at 6 years old, and they locked me in the coat room when I was in the kindergarten because I was ADHD and dyslexic. I was broken. To 12 different childhood homes and 5 different elementary schools until I started alternative school. I got my first arrest when I was 11 years old. My mother picked me up from the police station. Instead of having that rage and anger that comes often in those situations, she looked at me that long ride home with tears in her eyes and said, if you could see what I see every time I look at you, you would know how great you were. I didn't know what to do with that, but I knew it had meaning because someone who was important in my life told me that I was great in spite of my current circumstance. I started alternative school in the 8th grade, and Dr. Lorraine Wilson called me into her office, the administrator, and I was expecting the speech you get when you're me, that kid. I know who you are, and I'm waiting for you to mess up so I can get you out of my school, because I'm always like, we could probably get that done by lunch, because I know what I have to say. But instead, she sat me down and she looked at me and she said, I think you can accomplish anything you set your mind to, and all you can do, Hasan, is make me a fool for believing such things. And for the first time in my educational career, an adult told me that I was already great and dared me to sacrifice great for something less fulfilling. Now, I'm telling you this because I need you to understand how important it is to have strong adults who believe in the possibility of children before those children even manifest those possibilities. How important it is for someone to see a young person in their current circumstance and imagine them greater. And that's the conversation we have to have today.